honest. You know, I didn't believe all the hype. I love being a parent. But my kid is beautiful and, you know, smart and loving and giving, but also has a strong, savage drive, okay? Rose Braunger is the CEO and owner of Rose Braunger Industries. She's a results-driven woman. I pick her up from daycare, and I always have snacks. I'm like, Rose, you want some apple slices or a banana or some yogurt bites? And she goes, Dada, I want a lot of things. Excuse me? I started laughing, and I look in the back seat, and I'm like, you just say you want a lot of things? And she looks at me, breaks eye contact, puts her toddler hand on the glass, and just goes, Dada, I want all the things. So we're everybody. Genghis Khan is coming for all of us. I want all the things. It's ridiculous. It doesn't help that she was described by the pediatrician as being abnormally strong. That is a wild descriptor to use to my face. Her dad, abnormally? Why not very, or quite, or super? Or she is. Like, does she have to join the X-Men now? Is she in the toddler division of the Hunger Games? Is this how Firestarter started? I don't remember. And she's just like, I found one. Kill the dad. Take the child. Raise her to fight crime. And I get it. I think the doctor said that like as a pejorative because she was frightened. Rose scared her. All right? I'll explain. When Rose was 6 weeks old, I brought her in for the first visit ever to the pediatrician. Pediatrician was like, oh, she's adorable. Let's put her on the changing table. Let's try some tummy time. Put her on her stomach. Rose didn't like that. Rose puts one hand down. One-handed, flips her little body over. And the doctor goes, oh. That doesn't happen. Just said, that doesn't happen. It's like a superhero origin story. I'm like, but it did. Where do we go from here? You're scaring me. And I didn't care. Like, she's strong. Great. All I care about is she's healthy. Great. Strong is another way to say healthy. And I get it. Her mother was an athlete, you know, nationally ranked college goalie. And my sister-in-law, her aunt, true story, was this close to being the first female kicker in the NFL when she was in college. Yes, she's almost my height. Don't ever take Pilates classes with her because you'll feel like a fat piece of She's got a ridiculous, like those volleyball players, those female volleyball players that are just so ripped, you're like, I don't feel like much of a man looking at this woman. She's kind of like that, you know, so I get it. She comes from Amazon stock. I get it. And that's great. And I didn't think about it until it was time to potty train her. When it came to peeing, she was all about it, right? Jumps up on the toilet, pulls down her little pants, looks at me and goes, Dada, I want privacy, which means I gotta leave. We all need privacy sometimes. So I walk out, and side note, it's funny, when I take her on the road with me, and she's like, Dada, I got a potty. I take her into the men's, and I put her in a stall, and she goes, I want privacy, and I have to stand outside the stall like a bouncer or a doorman for a famous person taking a dump. Kevin Bacon's in there taking a if you could come back in about 10 minutes. He takes long ones. But initially, she's over the hump now. She has no problem with pooping. Now she takes a poop, and she's like a Price is Right model. Like, look. And she takes some man-sized dumps, not gonna lie. Very proud. It's the size of a flashlight. Honey, look at this. Like a mag light. Look at it, it's as big as her. But for a while, she would just dump in her pants and go hide in somewhere in the house and try to pray it away, evidently. You know? And that's a wild feeling when it's quiet in your house and you're like, oh, it's so peaceful. Oh, where's the kid? Terrifying. Calm to panic immediately. And typically she'd be in her room and I'd be like, Rose, honey, it's okay. I don't care that you went in your pants. Rose, can you open... Rose, can you open the... Rose! Ah! And I'd pick her up and run her to the toilet and put her on it, and then she'd plank, like 45-degree angle. Put my hands on her waist, try to push her down, and be like, Rose, it's okay. Veins popping out of my neck. Just cannot get her. She's so strong. I'll put her to bed, and she'll go to kiss me, and her little fat toddler arm grabs my head and yanks me down. I'm like, I think you hurt my traps.